Republican frontrunner Donald Trump refusing to go into detail about how he would handle the crisis in Syria and the fight against ISIS. Listen to his reasons why when pressed last night by Greta Van Susteren.
I want to have the ability to do what I want to do without everybody knowing exactly what I want to do. So I don't want to have Putin and all of these other people hearing what I am going to do.
Yeah, but you're just telling us then to guess. I mean, you really need to sort of make your case as to what, if this is an important issue. And, we're looking for solutions and we're looking for strong leaders to solve these very important issues. You're telling us, just vote for me.
You have to be in a position where people have to be able to guess. They can't have you be so consistent that they know every single move you're going to make.
So Republican presidential candidate Lindsey Graham, our guest now. How you doing, Senator, out of South Carolina, Washington, D.C. today, and welcome back here to America's Newsroom. Trump says he doesn't want to show his hand. What's wrong with that? Anything?
All I can say is that when he does speak about foreign policy, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. The way he intends to destroy ISIL apparently is to go to Syria and Iraq, invade both countries, take their oil for our benefit to pay our wounded warriors. That's not going to destroy ISIL. That turns the whole Mideast against us. But what he did say last night was very disturbing regarding Syria. He said he was okay with Russia being in Syria militarily and fighting ISIL. I am not okay with that. Russia is supporting Assad. Assad is the magnet of this war. Assad is a puppet of Iran. The Syrian people will never accept him as their legitimate leader. And ISIL and other radical Sunni Islamic groups recruit, trying to using Assad as a recruiting tool. He's an Alawite tied to Iran. So when he says he's okay with Russian involvement in Syria, that means this war never ends, and that means that Donald doesn't understand Syria.
Just back to the original question, though. He doesn't want Putin to know.
Oh, come on.
Don't you want to leave a little guessing game out there? I know oftentimes you criticize the president because you say, I'm not going to take military action. And you don't believe that's a smart thing to say publicly.
Here's what I think. I think you need to explain to the American people how you're going to destroy ISIL, what you would do in Syria. Now's the time not to guess what somebody would do as commander-in-chief. The one thing I can tell you what I will do as commander-in-chief, I'll rebuild our military. We will win this war. We will get a regional army together. There's nobody left in Syria to train Bill. They have been slaughtered. President Obama has screwed this up every way you can. The next president needs to be clear as to what they will do. I intend to destroy ISIL. There will be a ground component coming from the region, 90% them, 10% us. We're going in on the ground. We're going to destroy ISIL. We're going to destroy the caliphate and Raqqa. We're going to take the territory back, and we're going to push Assad out. And if you can't say that, then you're not ready for this job, and you surely don't have a plan to destroy ISIL.
Let me talk about the candidates now. You heard about the controversy with Ben Carson, right? He said on Facebook last night, and quoting him now, he said, I meant exactly what I said. I could never support a candidate for president of the United States that was Muslim and not renounce the central tenet of Islam, Sharia law. Do you have a problem with that, Senator?
I have a problem with any person running for president who would apply a religious test to any religious group inside of America. Mr. Carson's a fine man, but the Constitution is clear here. The one thing I tell Mr. Carson, Mr. Trump, and everyone else, that if you want to destroy radical Islam, you have to work with people in the faith. And the good news for us is that the overwhelming majority of Muslims throughout the world are not buying what ISIL is selling. They don't want to turn their daughters over to ISIL. So if I'm president, we're going to align ourselves with people in the faith, take this fight against radical Islam, which is a threat to the faith and the world at large. It's ISIL versus humanity. So Mr. Carson, Dr. Carson's really not helping the cause when he suggests that a group of Americans, because of their faith, can't be president. That's specifically prohibited by the Constitution. One last thing, there are 3,500 American Muslims serving their country in uniform. I have served with them in Iraq and Afghanistan. God bless them for taking up arms to protect our country and taking the fight to radical Islam.
Scott Walker's out. He was at less than 1% in the campaign. And the current polling number, you too are less than 1% in your campaign. As you watch Governor Walker, where do you think he stumbled?
You know, I don't know. I think he's had a heck of a record as governor, a really good man. You know, when you rise and you fall, it's hard to come back with a field this crowded. I don't want to analyze his campaign. I just want to make the case above all others. I'm best ready to be commander-in-chief on day one, that I want to solve problems here at home, and I'm going to destroy ISIL. And I will tell you exactly what we need to do, an American ground component in Iraq and Syria, working with the region. You're not going to destroy these guys from the air. So I think a lack of a clear vision in many ways is going to hurt a lot of our candidates. Mr. Trump owes it to the American people to tell us what he would do to destroy ISIL. I don't want to guess about it anymore. I don't want one novice replacing another novice when it comes to being commander-in-chief. Scott Walker, I just can't tell you other than he had a heck of a story as a governor to tell and just didn't work out.
He did. 3 elections in 4 years. We'll see who is next. Is it you or not?
I am staying with it, buddy. I'm going to fight to be commander-in-chief for the finest fighting force in the history of the world. They've had our back. I'm going to have their back. That's why I'm running.
Thank you, Senator. Lindsey Graham, the senator from South Carolina, with us today.